Welcome to the starting block. It's a big day here at the Vroom 500 as we are about to watch how we will compete in the final race of the series. Natalie and I have worked so hard to get this far and we faced so many challenges, but nothing that love couldn't overcome. Today we are racing really fast race cars and whoever wins this race wins the entire Vroom 500 and $10 million. But before we get into that, let's sing our first song. Everybody stand to your feet.
Love is patient, love is kind. It's not jealous anytime.
It's not proud and it's not rude. Love forgives and speaks the truth.
Oh, yeah, love will never fail. Oh, yeah, love will never fail.
Love protects, it does not break. It doesn't easily get mad. Love is hopeful and it trusts. When we love, we never give up.
Oh, yeah, love will never fail. Oh, yeah, love will never fail. Sing it! Oh, yeah, love will never fail. 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 Oh, yeah,
Love will never fail.
Oh, hey race fans. I'm sorry, I'm feeling a little icky today. Today I woke up this morning with this awful cold, which is the worst thing ever because today's the final day of the Vroom 500 and my eyes are bubbly and I can't stop sneezing, and if I'm going to be behind the wheel of a car, I need to make sure I'm at the top of my top of my racing game. Oh, if only there was someone who could race in my place, but all the racing champions here have teams by now, and there's no way we'll find someone to fill my spot this late in the game. Hey, Natalie,
Hi.
what you doing?
Well, I mean, since I'm about to have to give you all of this practice racing gear, I figured I should take it for a final test drive before it's actually yours again, right? Yeah. Hold on. What's going on? Why do you look like that?
I have a cold.
Oh no! How could this be? What's gonna happen if you can't race today?
Oh, it's not the end of the world. We'll find a way. I actually have an idea.
What could you possibly have planned for us now?
Oh, well, I was thinking I can't race, but you can.
Whoa. Put on the brakes there, okay? That is crazy. You and I both know that I have no clue about actually racing a car. I mean, if you want to make sure the tires are on tight or the muffler is clean, I'm your gal. But racing? No, I'm not there yet. Nope. Nope.
Natalie, you always wanted to be a real champion racer. Now's your chance. Don't be afraid. I'll give you some good pointers. Besides, our team needs you. If you don't do this, Team Good Loves will have to give up our spot in the Vroom 500. And how could we give up now? We've come this far.
I don't know, Brooke. I mean, what happens if I fail? I mean, what if I don't win and I let the whole team down?
Whoa, if there's one thing that you've taught me here on Team Good Love, it's that love is the most important thing. And from all the times you've never given up on me or let me down, you taught me that love never fails. And if love is the most important thing, even if you don't win the race, you'll still be a winner.
Okay. You know, you're right. That's actually exactly what I needed to hear. Love never fails, and my team has never failed me either. So, I'm in. Teach me how to race.
Attention, racers! Please report to the starting block immediately.
Starting block? Now? Oh boy.
Snap out of it! You've never failed Team Good Love before, and you're not gonna fail now! I know you're nervous, but don't miss your big shining moment! All of your racing dreams are coming true! So get down to the starting block! Your real racing gear is waiting for you in the car, so go get dressed and race your heart out!
Okay, Brooke. I trust you. Thank you for getting me back on track when the wheels in my mind were spinning out of control.
What I'm here for.
Oh.
Did you guys see that? Natalie was awesome! She did it! She won the Vroom 500! I'm so excited for her to get here so we can celebrate the big win! Oh! You just won the Vroom 500! I knew you could do it! With your first win in the books, any team would be so lucky to have you as their champion racer!
You know, I realized something today when I was out there going round and round and round in a circle really fast.
You realize that being a race car driver is the most fun job any person could ever have? Oh, and I bet you realize that driving fast is really exciting. Oh, and that you're finally going to buy your car with the prize money.
Actually, I realized that being a race car driver isn't really my dream at all.
Wait. What do you mean? You've been dreaming of this your entire life.
I know, but when I was behind that wheel, I just kept thinking about the pit crew and how much I miss watching with my race team. I mean, changing tires super fast and getting our racer back onto the track. I miss encouraging other team members and telling them the truth of how good they are at what they do. I miss sitting back and watching that champion racer cross the finish line. Oh, and add one more win to her. I just realized that I thought that racing the car was my dream, but actually being Team Good Love's pit crew chief is really my dream job.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry that your dream didn't come true after all.
But you know what? That's the thing. I realized that I'm already living my dream. So, just how you said being a race car driver is the most fun job that you could ever do, being a pit crew chief is the best job for me. And I never would have realized that if you hadn't pushed me to race today. I mean, if you hadn't convinced me to try, I never would have known. You showed love to me and our race team by not failing as a friend. You reminded me that no matter what happens out on that track, love never fails.
Okay, so now that the big race is all over, what's next?
Well, actually, when I was talking to Mr. Goodlove, he told me that if you're still interested, he wants to offer you a lifetime contract too. I told him I wasn't sure what you'd say, but...
Yes, I'll take it, best team ever!
Hey there, I'm Max, and this is Turbo. Turbo. Max, we did it! We won! We won the race! The Vroom 500!
Yeah, we did. The whole team really rallied together. You know, we've been through so much during this tournament.
You're not kidding. From cars without engines to being covered in mud.
Losing races and sometimes wanting to totally give up.
I'd say we've had our fair share of failures that could have stopped us right in our tracks.
You're telling me, sometimes I felt like I had failed the whole team and there would be no way to make it right.
Same here, dude. I totally know that feeling.
When I felt like that, I remembered a story in the Bible about someone who could probably relate.
I bet he thought his failure was the end of the road.
His name was Peter. Here, take a look. Peter was one of Jesus' disciples. That meant that everywhere Jesus went, he would follow. Peter also helped other people know more about who Jesus was and how he wanted them to live. Well, one night, Peter and some of the disciples were out fishing, but they couldn't catch a thing. They were so frustrated. They tried all night long, but by the time the morning came, their nets were still empty. That's when they noticed a man standing on the shore. He yelled out to the guys in the boat, "Did you catch any fish?" No one realized that it was Jesus standing there, so they casually shouted back, "No!" Jesus then told them to toss their net on the other side of the boat. So Peter and the disciples tossed their net to the other side, and when they pulled it back up, the net was busting at the seams, full of fish to eat. They couldn't believe their eyes. As soon as they caught all of those fish, one of the other disciples told Peter that the man talking to them was actually Jesus. Peter was so happy to see that it was Jesus that he didn't even wait for the boat to go to shore. He just jumped into the water and swam straight to him. Jesus had prepared a fire for them on the shore and told them, "Bring some of the fish that you caught." Then they sat together and had breakfast with Jesus. When they were finished eating, Peter and Jesus started talking. Jesus asked Peter, "Do you love me?" "Of course I do," Peter told him. Jesus asked Peter that same question a total of 3 times. This made Peter sad because it reminded him of the 3 times that he had denied even knowing Jesus. Jesus was being arrested and put on trial because many mean people didn't like him. They didn't want Jesus telling the world that he was God's son and came to save them. That would have been a great time for Peter to show his love to Jesus. But instead, Peter pretended like he didn't even know him. He had failed Jesus by lying about not being his disciple. He probably felt like Jesus would never want to see or hear from him again. But Jesus' love never failed Peter, and there he was, having breakfast with him on the beach. Even though Peter had failed Jesus, he knew that Jesus still loved him no matter what. Nothing Peter did or could do could change the love Jesus had for him.
Let's race through that again.
Peter was fishing with the other disciples.
They couldn't catch any fish.
Someone was talking to them from the shore.
It was Jesus.
He helped them catch a ton of fish.
Peter jumped right out of the boat to talk to Jesus.
They had breakfast together.
Jesus asked Peter if he loved him.
3 times.
Peter realized even though he pretended not to know him,
3 times.
Jesus still loved him. Nothing Peter did could change the love that Jesus had for him.
And the same goes for us.
Max, it doesn't matter if we hit a dead end sometimes, because Jesus' love never fails.
Man, I can't wait for our next tournament. Who knows what's in store for the Good Loves racing team, but I know it's going to be great.
Oh man, I'm so excited that Brooke had me race for her and that we won. Brooke showed me love by allowing me to race in her place and showed me that love does not fail. And in our Bible story today, we learned that Jesus loved Peter, even though Peter did many hurtful things to him. And just like Jesus' love never failed Peter, Jesus' love will never fail us either. We can be like Jesus by showing love to others no matter what, because love never fails. And that's what we need to know today. Say this after me. Love never fails. Before we go, we're going to pray and ask God to help us remember that love never fails. So, everyone bow your heads and close your eyes with me. God, thank you for sending your son Jesus to help us learn how love never fails. Help us to be like Jesus in showing love to others in every situation. We love you. Amen. See y'all next time.